There will be days when the world tries to distract you, when noise becomes louder than your inner voice, when doubts sit beside you and whisper that your dreams are too big, too late, or too impossible. In those moments, remember this: dreams don't die because they are weak. They fade when focus is lost. And today is not about how far you've come or how far you still have to go. Today is about deciding that no matter what shakes you, your eyes will remain fixed on what your heart once dared to imagine. Staying focused on your dreams is not about living in perfect conditions. It is about choosing direction, even when life feels chaotic. It is about waking up every day and telling yourself that distractions may knock, fear may shout, and people may doubt, but your purpose deserves your full attention. Focus is not a talent. It is a daily decision, a quiet promise you make to yourself that no storm is strong enough to make you forget why you started. Your dream deserves loyalty before applause. Your dream will meet you first in silence, long before it ever meets applause. And that silence is not rejection, it is preparation. Loyalty to a dream means standing beside it when no one understands why you keep going, when your efforts look ordinary to others but feel extraordinary to you. It means waking up every day and choosing commitment over comfort, choosing belief over reassurance, choosing persistence even when results refuse to appear. Loyalty is tested when progress is slow and faith feels heavy, when people ask why you are still trying, and when you start questioning yourself in moments of exhaustion. There will be seasons where your dream feels lonely, where the only proof of its existence is the fire it keeps alive inside you. In those seasons, loyalty is not loud, it is quiet, discipline, showing up again without announcements, without validation, without encouragement. It is trusting that what you are building matters even if it remains unseen. The strongest dreams are not the ones supported by crowds, but the ones protected by consistency, nourished by patience, and guarded by a heart that refuses to quit. Applause comes later, but loyalty is needed now. Applause is external, temporary, and unpredictable, while loyalty is internal and unshakable. When you stay loyal, you continue to work. When motivation disappears, you continue to grow. When recognition is absent, and you continue to believe when doubt becomes familiar. Loyalty is choosing your dream even on days when you feel tired of carrying it, when the weight of waiting feels heavier than the work itself. A dream that survives without applause becomes immune to criticism because it was never built for approval. Loyalty strengthens your character, sharpens your focus, and deepens your resilience. It teaches you to rely on purpose rather than praise, and to trust your own journey rather than external timelines. When loyalty becomes your habit, your dream no longer depends on others to exist. It breathes through your effort, your patience, and your unwavering decision to keep going. Distractions are tests, not stop signs. Distractions do not arrive to destroy your dream, they arrive to measure your dedication. Every distraction is a question asking how badly you want what you say you want. Comfort will tempt you to pause. Comparison will tempt you to quit. And excuses will tempt you to delay. These are not obstacles placed in your way. They are choices placed in your hands. Focus is not about avoiding distractions. It is about recognizing them and refusing to let them control your direction. Life will constantly offer easier paths, quicker rewards, and temporary pleasures that feel harmless but slowly pull you away from your purpose. Distractions often come disguised as opportunities, opinions, or fears that sound logical. They whisper that you can start tomorrow, that rest can turn into avoidance, and that uncertainty is a reason to stop. When you lose focus, it is rarely because of one big mistake, but because of many small compromises made over time. Every time you choose focus over distraction, you strengthen your self-respect. Discipline is not punishment, it is protection. It protects your energy, your time, and your vision. Saying no to what drains you is saying yes to what defines you. The ability to stay focused does not mean your life becomes easier. It means your priorities become clearer. When priorities are clear, distractions lose their power. Tests will repeat until the lesson is learned. Distractions will return in new forms until focus becomes your habit. Each moment of resistance builds mental strength, emotional maturity, and clarity of purpose. When you stop seeing distractions as stop signs and start seeing them as tests, your mindset shifts from frustration to control. Focus then becomes a conscious choice, repeated daily, shaping not just your dream but the person you are becoming. Focus grows stronger when purpose is clear. Focus is fragile when purpose is unclear, but when you know why you started, focus becomes unbreakable. Purpose is the anchor that holds you steady when storms try to move you. It gives meaning to effort and direction to sacrifice. Without purpose, motivation fades quickly. But with purpose, even difficult days feel worthwhile. Knowing your reason turns struggle into strength and uncertainty into endurance. When your purpose is clear, you stop wasting energy on things that do not serve your growth. You stop chasing every opportunity and start choosing the right ones. Purpose filters distractions and aligns your actions with your values. It reminds you why quitting is not an option and why patience is part of the journey. Purpose does not eliminate fear, but it gives you the courage to move forward despite it. Clarity of purpose comes from honest self-reflection, from understanding what truly matters to you beyond approval or comparison. It is deeply personal and does not need to make sense to others. When you connect with your purpose, focus becomes natural rather than forced. You no longer need constant motivation because your reason becomes your fuel. Even setbacks feel different when purpose is present because they no longer feel like failures but lessons. Purpose gives your focus direction and depth. It transforms effort into intention and discipline into devotion. When your why is strong, distractions feel less tempting, delays feel less discouraging, and challenges feel more manageable. Focus then becomes a reflection of your inner clarity, guiding your actions day after day, shaping your resilience, and strengthening your commitment to the dream you are building. Growth requires silence, patience, and persistence. Not all growth is visible, and not all progress needs an audience. Some of the most powerful transformations happen quietly, away from recognition and validation. Silence allows you to listen to yourself, to reflect, to rebuild, and to strengthen without pressure. In silence, you learn to trust the process rather than the noise. Growth that happens quietly often lasts longer and runs deeper. Patience is not waiting without action, it is continuing without frustration. It is understanding that meaningful growth takes time and that rushing the process can weaken the foundation. Patience teaches you to respect timing, to accept delays, and to remain steady even when results are slow. It keeps you focused on effort rather than outcome, reminding you that progress is still happening even when it is not visible. Persistence is what keeps you moving when excitement fades. It is the discipline to continue even when motivation is gone. Growth requires showing up repeatedly, even on days when energy is low and confidence feels distant. Persistence turns ordinary actions into extraordinary results over time. It is not about intensity, but consistency. Not about perfection, but commitment. Silence strengthens focus. Patience builds endurance. And persistence shapes character. Together, they create a powerful environment for growth. When you embrace these qualities, you stop seeking instant results and start trusting long-term progress. Growth then becomes less about proving yourself to the world and more about becoming someone you are proud of. Through steady, focused effort, you become what you focus on daily. Your mind absorbs what you feed it, and your future reflects what you focus on. Thoughts repeated daily become beliefs, and beliefs repeated daily become reality. When you focus on fear, doubt grows stronger. When you focus on obstacles, they appear larger. But when you focus on effort, learning, and growth, your mindset begins to shift. Focus is not just attention, it is direction. Daily focus shapes habits, and habits shape identity. What you choose to think about, talk about, and act upon determines who you become over time. If your focus stays on setbacks, your energy weakens. If your focus stays on progress, your strength increases. Focus trains your brain to look for solutions instead of excuses, opportunities instead of limitations. Consistency in focus creates momentum. Even small actions, when repeated daily with intention, lead to meaningful change. Focus does not require perfection, it requires awareness. Becoming conscious of where your attention goes allows you to redirect it toward what truly matters. Over time, this redirection becomes natural, strengthening your confidence and clarity. When your focus aligns with your dreams, your actions begin to support your vision automatically. You start making choices that move you forward rather than hold you back. Focus becomes a daily practice, shaping your thoughts, guiding your behavior, and quietly transforming your life into a reflection of what you consistently give your attention to. In the end, staying focused on your dreams is not about having unshakable confidence every day. It is about returning to your vision even after moments of doubt, distraction, and delay. The journey will challenge your patience, test your discipline, and question your belief, but focus is what keeps you aligned when emotions fluctuate. When you choose focus, you choose growth over comfort, purpose over pressure, and commitment over convenience, allowing your dreams to remain alive through consistency, effort, and inner strength. Your dreams respond to the attention you give them. Every time you refocus, you reclaim your power and remind yourself that your future is built one decision at a time. Focus does not eliminate struggle, but it gives struggle meaning. When you continue to show up, to believe quietly, and to move forward even without certainty, you become someone who is no longer chasing dreams, but becoming worthy of them.